Distraction.
So before I explain what this one is, I'm explaining the video real quick. I wasn't necessarily running out of fonts, as just the point of this series was to be either interesting, unique, or just really damn good fonts. So this is why like the honorable mentions has been so far kind of, you know, only 2 videos, basically with one Saber company. So I'm going back to some others for today, but today's also going to be kind of interesting. It's probably going to be a longer video because I'm also throwing in 2 fonts that I personally like, but are unavailable anymore. So those are kind of just to be shown off. I'll include them. I'll give you the names of them and who they're by, but unless he decides to bring them back out, they're basically, if you bought them when they're out, you have them, you can still download them, but if not, then you can't really get them. But I still want to demonstrate them because they're interesting and good fonts. So, anyways, this one is another Kyberphonic. If you couldn't tell by the distraction voice, it is called Energy Saber, and it's basically the sword from Halo, the Halo series. This has no heavy swings. It has no pre-lock or end-lock. It's got a nice hum. I mean, sounds like the Energy Saber from, you know, Halo. And then, like I said, no heavy swings, it's only smooth swing. So if I heavy swing, nothing. So it does have just about everything else. Has lockup, blaster, force effects. All the force effects are basically just quotes from Halo, aka, you know, double kill, triple kill, overkill, etc. So let's get into these. See, no begin lock, end lock. I'm gonna give you guys a drag.
Overkill.
Well, there's a force effect. Oh, it does have a drag. But no end drag. So.
Atrocity. Apocalypse. Kill. Catastrophe. Billionaire. Triple kill.
But yeah, so basically all the kill types. So the reason this one is included in all my mentions because it's a cool font. I swing it around every now and then. It's a very unique font based on the Energy Saber. Just not one I would normally just swing around like crazy. But I still swing it around because it's a cool font. So. And that's Energy Saber. Kyberphonic. Next one I'm going to do is also Kyberphonic. It's kind of like we call it 2 fonts. It's a Grievous font, and he switched it between the upper and the lower. This is the upper.
I will deal with this Jedi slime myself.
What I really like what he did with these Grievous ones is the upper one has a higher pitch, the bottom one has a lower pitch. And to me, the lower one, the bottom one, is really, really, really good. It's just your classic lightsaber sound. Like if you didn't know what a lightsaber was, you hear that, you're like, it's a lightsaber. That's basically it. So this is the upper one, so it's a little bit higher pitched. And I'm not going to bother demonstrating on the Laurel, by the way, the Clash, Blaster, or Lockup, because they're the same. Since they're all the same person, all those are the same. It's the swings kind of that change. And Force, I believe, is when he's spinning them and cutting into the ground. Couldn't tell, all the ignitions are the same. So I just did that real quick to demonstrate that. So let's switch then real quick to lower.
Sound bank selection.
Lower.
Your move. You fool!
See, it's just, I actually really like this one just because of how classic of a feel it has. I mean, to be fair, I say classic, but I mean prequel trilogy. Classic would be OT trilogy, but it's just, you hear this sound, I mean, with this Sith ignition, and you think prequel trilogy. See, all that stuff is the same. I mean, just, both of them have the same hum. Classic lightsaber, just low. I believe this one has also all the same ignitions. I see like 8 arms and just ignite all of them at once, but I have 2 arms. Even Grievous doesn't have 8 arms, he has 4 arms. Don't know what the hell I'm saying there. I would definitely recommend, like, if you are looking for just like a staple lightsaber sound, the Grievous low is just, in my opinion, great. Like, I guess I should say staple lightsaber sound with the Sith ignition, because, as you know. Okay, so those are the 2 that I want to demonstrate that are available to be purchased. So now it's the 2 that I really like but can no longer be purchased, unfortunately. First one is Paradox. And both these ones, first one's Paradox, second one's Wraith. Both of them are by Repulse Custom Sounds. And what I like about these ones is they both have really nice hums, but the swings, the smooth swing I should say, on both of them are very, what's the word I'm looking for? Not aggressive, they're just kind of, they're there. I'm blanking on the word I want to use properly here, but I really like that for these particular fonts because it accentuates the good hums and then the heavy swings. Wraith has a little bit gaspier heavy swing because it's a Wraith, like a Wraith, like a ghost. This one, Paradox, has very similar, very similar to the Apex Predator one, but toned down a bit. So, like I said, accentuates the hum. And I like that. So let me get the hum there for you. I really like the Paradox hum because it's a mixture of ease and aggression. It has that crisp, almost fire noise in there, but it doesn't have as much aggression behind it, say, as like the Second Sister font from Kyberphonic. So to be honest, I wouldn't even be surprised if he took this smooth swing and that's what he used to transform into the Apex Predator one. But I mean, honestly, it works on both fonts. I like that it's toned down a bit on this one, and like I said, it works. Go to ignitions. That's my favorite one, that bottom down one. And so that is Paradox. And now, go to my favorite between the two is Wraith.
Sound bank selection.
You're the Wraith.
What I really like Wraith for is the hum. That's my battery life. Let me get that. That's not the battery life in that. Obviously, the way the hum just pulses, I have it set to the deep pulse. Probably can't see it, but man, it fits really well with this hum. I really like that hum. The hum is definitely one of the focal points of this one because, like I said, the smooth swing is very gentle. Really accentuates that deep hum. The hum is almost very ominous, and I really like it. Every video, I have to hit my fan. Every video. That's what I get for being tall. See what I mean by the swings are kind of gaspy? I mean, it's a wraith, it's like a ghost. It's meant to be that kind of like whooshing kind of noise. That's why you heard like the very screechy kind of one. If I can get it again. That one obviously is very ghost-like. So I think it's really cool. Love the hum. Damn it. Just that, like, definitely the focal point of this one, aside from the swings, is that hum. And I honestly wish he didn't get rid of this one because it's very cool, unique one, and that hum is so good. But who knows? Maybe he has other plans for it. I don't know. Like I said, he probably took the Paradox stuff and turned it into the Apex Predator one. So if he took this one, cut the hum, and turned it into something else, hey, I'd be happy with that too. So let me just get that hum back in there again. It's just so good. That is pretty much all I had planned for today. I have a couple other fonts I'm possibly going to demonstrate. Cross that bridge when we get there. But for today, that was Energy Saber and Grievous by Kyberphonic, and Paradox and Wraith by Repulse Custom Sounds.